Hi, how are you? Did you have a good weekend? Oh my word, look at you. Your skin is popping, eh? The boyfriend is behaving. 3 weeks now, no drama. He's not cheated. You've not found anything dodgy on his phone. Congratulations, you're doing amazing. Dating can be dramatic, my goodness me. But I'm glad you're here. Thank you so much. If it's your first time, look, Karibu Sana. My name is Eric. Eric's Stories is about my stories, issues of life, everyday life, relationships, my perspectives, even things I've read that I share with you. I love me, Dr. Maya Angelou. She's, of course, departed. But Dr. Maya would say, when you get, give, and when you learn, teach. And so that is sort of the mantra about which I share my thoughts with you on this platform. I don't like to speak at you. I prefer instead that I speak with you. Ways in which you do that is you share your mind with me down below in the comment section. Remember also, if you can, kindly subscribe on my YouTube channel. Link is in my bio on Instagram. And I'm also on Twitter. I'm also on Instagram. So yeah, thank you so much. I've been thinking, and yes, today again, I would want us to speak again from my heart. I prefer conversations from the heart. I've been thinking about the human family, and the human family has many deficits, as you know. One of the deficits we have as a human family is copycatting, copying. And, I used to think it's just a problem in the lower primary or when I was younger, but I've grown to see it, sort of metastasize even in adult life. And it's a shame. It's a shame because I feel like all of us are gifted in such impeccable ways, but we always take a lot of time looking at the person who's successful across the fence, and we quickly try to do the things they are doing so that we can achieve their success, not knowing that we have treasures within ourselves. So that's the conversation I want us to have tonight. What are you good at? Do you know? I know you may have gone to school for law or gone to school for whatever it is you went to school for, or maybe you're very good with business. Bless your heart, whatever it is you're good at. But are you one of those people who is immediately given to copying? So that if somebody opens up a greenhouse, you open up a greenhouse. If somebody puts up a structure with houses, you also want structures with houses. If somebody opens an art gallery, there you are. I think there's a real danger in missing out on who you authentically are. And it's a pity. It's really piteous. Two thoughts come to my mind. One time, a quick story. I always wanted to go to the States for the longest time. I mean, from when I was maybe in primary school, even lower primary, I'd go back home and tell my mom, I want to go to America. I don't know what the heck I wanted to go do in America. And so it was always in my mind to travel. I love to travel, but I really specifically wanted to go to America. So when my money got together, I think the first time I went to the States, I was the age of 25. So off I went to the embassy, and because maybe I'd played it in my mind so long, I didn't have any trouble at all at the embassy. I was given a visa. So I got a phone call from a friend of mine who wanted to meet up. And of course, he knew about my plans to go to the embassy at year. And so he was telling me, he started asking me questions. What had you won? Oh my goodness, what did they ask? So to my shock, a couple of weeks later, he put on the same clothes and went to the embassy to try get a visa. In fact, I remember him jokingly saying, I even wore the watch like you. So in our conversations later, I asked him, so did you want to go to America, or did you just happen to want to go because I told you I'm going? Fast forward, if you follow me on Instagram, you know about how I share my story, my weight loss journey. I was very big and I decided to lose weight. So in my mind, I actually do things in my mind first. I don't know if that is your experience. I do a lot of things in my mind and then I do them physically. Even if I'm going to run, so I run in my mind and then I run physically. So in my mind, even while big, I knew the sort of weight and the sort of body shape and type I wanted. And so initially, even before I started working out aggressively, I started to really eat right. And it was a very slow process. I ate right and ran for maybe 3 years. And then I started now physical workout to achieve the body I wanted. So when I went eventually and paid for the gym, another friend went and bought a whole gym kit and paid for a membership in a different gym. So I said, all right, that's amazing. But did you want to go to the gym or did you do it because of going to the gym? As it turned out, he never once set foot in the gym. So I think, even when I think about, the celebrities we look at in life who've done phenomenally well in their respective disciplines, like the Serena Williams of this world, the Tiger Woods of this world, every time I watch golf and I see Tiger Woods teeing off, there are hundreds of thousands, if not thousands upon thousands of people following him around. The Wimbledon sells out when Serena Williams is playing tennis. The same would be said about Beyonce and Jay-Z rapping. I've read about Mariah Carey and how she practices to do that thing she does for 6 hours every day. And then I've read about Michael Phelps and how he wears blinders to swim while completely blind. And I've read about Cristiano Ronaldo, how he does free kicks before the team practice and free kicks after the team practice. And then I am persuaded that all of us have a Cristiano Ronaldo, all of us have a Beyonce, all of us have a Mariah Carey, all of us have a Serena and a Tiger Woods in us, in our respective areas of gifting. I believe in that 100%. A quick story. So this one time, my boss then, he was an American Marine who turned into a businessman. He was my general manager. So I met him and he poached me to work in the Johannesburg office. And my assignment was very simple. How he pitched for me to get the job was this. He said, I have an authoritative voice that would make somebody spend money. And so he took me for training to learn how to pitch, to bring the Fortune 500 head of corporations across EMEA region for the 2010 Football World Cup. And that's what paid my bills for more than 3 years. That's all I did. So I'd call, pitch, and I was fairly successful. I closed a deal of 1.9 million euros at the height of my work. But I resigned from that job. They would put me up in a nice house in Bryanston in Johannesburg. I had a car and I had all these nice food from Pick n Pay in Jozi, Msanzi, lovely place. So I resigned from my work and my mother couldn't get it. She was exasperated. She said to me, do you know how hard it is to get work? But I sat her down and I told her, Mommy, I feel hollow. It's not my area of gifting. That is not my area. Now, while I didn't go about it a very smart way, maybe the smarter way would have been to segue into an area I felt was my area of gifting, but I just decided to resign. And then now I remember intentionally seeking out from my friends to find out what they thought I was good at. That was the first part. So I was just like, I know you've gone to school for this, I know you do this, but what do you think I'm good at? Then after I asked a bunch of friends, because they all had very varied things they said, I sat down with myself and I thought, Eric, what would you wake up to do? What is it you'd wake up to do? And then I sat down with a pen and a paper and wrote down a few things I thought I would totally wake up to do that. And so I aggressively started seeking that pursuit of the things I thought I was good at. Later on, we had a conversation with my mother. She said to me that, I don't know how to define it in terms of career or business, but I feel like your treasure is in your mouth. My mother told me that. She said in Luo, she said, dogi gubogo liwoko, which means your mouth will get you outside, literally. But you get the drift, right? And so I really started following the things I thought I was good at. And I think I have been fairly blessed. Yet, I haven't yet gotten to the place I want to go in terms of the apex of what I see in my mind. I'll get there. But I feel like having stuck and polished the thing I decided was my gift and my area of gifting, I've gotten some good success. What is your area of gifting? Do you know what it is? Or are you given to copying? Can you imagine if you would be an Usain Bolt and you're busy trying to buy trucks to sell miraa because your friend has built a house in Umoja from selling miraa? Isn't that piteous and so tragic? Yeah? I was at a party the other day, maybe a fortnight ago, and my friend She was there with her husband, of course, during these curfew times. So she said we were leaving the party slightly a little after the curfew hours, and then she said to her husband, "We have to go with Eric." She kept insisting, "We have to go with Eric. We have to go with Eric." So I asked her, "Why? Why do we have? You can just go." She said, "No, no, no. I know you. You are good. You know you. You are good with people. You will just talk us out of any trouble we might find." And true to our word, we met a whole bunch of cops who were cocking guns and being all dramatic, and I spoke us out of that drama. Two of my friends come to mind in closing. I have a friend called Ogembo. He's very handy. I've shared a picture on Instagram. Ogembo once came to my house and we were hanging out, just trading stories. And he looked up. I have these drop lights in my living room. And he just took a stool and said, "Eric, these aren't sitting well." And he set them some type of way, and my house was better lit. I'd not thought about that, even having lived with those drop lights for 3 years. Another friend that comes to mind is my musician friend, Bien. He's such an excellent music writer, so that if you'd be trading a story about anything, you can even be talking about tissue paper, he'll start humming a tune. He's just a and it would bring a song out of that story you are sharing together. Now, isn't it so weird that I should go to a kitchen at my friend's house who is telling me something and I try string together words so that I can enjoy his success? It's very weird, and that's what aping comes to me as. So I pray that I continue to find myself in the areas that I'm naturally gifted in, so that I will not be a Cristiano Ronaldo trying to be an Oprah Winfrey. Neither will I be a Serena Williams trying to be a Tiger Woods. There is a place that you are fit for, where you'd fit like a glove. It requires that you sharpen it consistently with discipline. Money then comes because money is attracted to value, because I sense that is why a lot of us ape. So if you find that area, whatever area it is, whatever your juice is, and you sharpen it consistently, you might start slowly. It might take 5 months or 5 years. Eventually, money does come. Yeah, so those are some of the thoughts that have been lingering in my mind. What are you good at? Do you know? Good evening.